Okay, dokie. Should be streaming. Yep, that looks like we're okay. I'm hoping my internet is doing okay because my laptop's not looking happy. Okay, yep, that looks like we're up and live. Just need to get chat up. That's saying stream health is fine. Okay, chat. And we are ready to go. So, hello there again, everyone. So, last we left off, last stream we started the Into the Maelstrom patch quests. So, last stream was a lot of helping the Domans find a place to live in Eorzea, as well as investigating some crystal thefts in Famland, which led us here, back to Limsa and Lenosia, where we found the Sahagin were collecting crystals and going to summon the Leviathan. And we were a little too late to stop them. And now Leviathan's out at sea, preparing to charge up his magic or something to launch a tidal wave at Lenosia. So, that being the problem that it is, the Scions have been asked to deal with him. I think the plan is we've managed to get them like the similar elemental converter to the type we used in battle against Garuda to break through the storm, defending what's called the Eye of the Vortex, I think, or her sanctuary anyway. Then on that boat, that converter should drain away Leviathan's power over water, which should make it easier for us to fight. So, without further ado, I should probably queue into it. Less than 5 minutes, that's looking good. There's only a couple quests in the patches after this, and I mentioned last time, this will be probably a bit of a short stream. I think. Maybe not. Might still be the same length. Because rather than move on to the next set of patch quests, because I like being able to have all those different titles for my streams. A Realm Awoken and Hildebrand Adventures. Like keeping them all divided. It looks neat to me. But instead we will be doing some not main storyline quests, but quests that are needed for the main storyline. Mainly those being the ones to unlock the hard versions of Ifrit, Garuda, and Titan. Which we had started. Yes, while we wait, though we probably won't be waiting too long. We could head in that direction and just see if we get anywhere. The heat here in Ireland is starting to pick up again, which I am hoping it doesn't pick up as much as it did last time. I'm not great at dealing with heat. Off to the waking sands. I believe it's just, we have to talk to Frankfurt about it. I don't remember quite how we were getting to here. But I guess we just start the quest. Confirmation has just arrived from the Immortal Flames. Just as Orianji said, I fear. The Amalja have already summoned Ifrit. Confrontation with the Lord of the Inferno is inevitable. I would like nothing more than to lend you my blade, but the students of Baldesion insisted that I refrain from taking to the field when it concerns primals. I know not the workings of it, but it would seem that recent events have left me especially susceptible to tempering. As much as I hate missing out on the fun, for everybody's sake, I must sit this one out. Instead, I will focus on gathering and analysing data. Now, the Immortal Flames have already conducted a preliminary investigation into Ifrit. They may well have the information that will be use of you. Do pay a visit to the Hall of Flames and speak with Commander Swift. Oh, one last thing before you depart. And doubtless you remember Minfilia's words, but this Ifrit is a far cry from the primal you first defeated. You will want to assemble your most dependable comrades for the mission. Be safe, my friend. I will, Miss Frankert. Ifrit is back. Well, I should have known he'd be back eventually. It was made clear that my encounter with him wasn't the first time the Immortal Flames had to deal with him. So, the Hall of Flames. Commander Swift, I'm here about your Ifrit problem. Sorin, we thank you for coming. The Flame General will be heartened to hear that you have answered the call. As we have already relayed to the Waking Sands, Ifrit has returned. For the sake of peace in the region, we humbly request that you vanquish him. The primal is to be found in his domain, the Bowl of Embers. To get there, you must use the Beastman Aephorite found within the depths of Zaharak, the Amalja stronghold. The Amalja have constructed their own Aephorite from salvaged Aephorite shards. Now, this being the case, you should be able to use it without problem. And no doubt you already noticed from your fellow Scions, but the present incarnation of Ifrit is far stronger than the last. Facing it with any fewer than 7 of your stoutest comrades would be ill-advised. Now, that is all the intelligence we have to share. The rest is in your hands. I shall pray for your victory and safe return. Thank you, Commander. I guess I have to breach into the Amaljar stronghold itself then this time. I suppose I couldn't really expect to get into same as I did last time. Being kidnapped isn't exactly a reliable strategy. That said, this will be as far as I can get in this quest before I have to wait, because I'm queued in for the War Leader. Waves. With the stars out. Being able to fly does make this part of the quests a little trivial. That looks like it. A little similar to the one the kobolds had outside at Bronze Lake. What did I do in the meantime? I guess there's no harm in trying to work on some fates. Sorin could use some more seals to get some promotions for... Right, close them up, please. Probably want a cooler for this. And Eos is always helpful. Archer first. Excuse me, sir. I'm trying to deal with your boss. Down. No one else want to fight Leviathan? Guess we can always head over to the Hillground. Wait again. Seems to be the highest level, really. It's only got 2 minutes left on it, so I don't think I can get there in time. Oh, dapper zombies. What was a little stuck? Oh, there we go. I was a little stuck at what to do when you're in need to queue for a duty that doesn't pop too much or too quickly. DPS still less down. There we go. Well, cannons certainly don't seem to be working. Are we even going to be able to get close enough to him to use the generator? Elemental inhibitor? I don't remember what it was called. Or I guess we let Leviathan come to us. Right. Just never primal, right? I've done this before. Just another primal. Let's go, Eos. Oh, I didn't want to use Lustrate. Don't know if running to the other side makes too much of a difference in the normal in the hard fight. I think it's only in extreme you have to... Oh wait, which one's immune to mud? Oh. Now attacking the right one. Don't attack the right side. So... Oh, one there, my friend. I would appreciate it if you weren't. Nope, stop that. Look out. Bad idea. Oh, I thought we did go some of the rush attacks next. I don't think I just realised that yet. I think the way to go on the fight is I'm still on Japanese, I believe. It's already raised. Do you believe the Wave Fifth's hiding is particularly dangerous if let him survive too long? Because he has like a madness attack or something? That which I believe causes problems if it touches. There we go. Enough one down. That's... As far as I know, that's... Is that all proof? Well, some thought Rama, I suppose, but from what I remember, they said Rama was fairly... He's not as much of a threat as the others. The other primals, unlike the other primals, he seems to be content to keep his influence to the 12s would, particularly where the area where the Sylphs live. But yeah, that's the XIV, Amalja, Kobold, and Sahagin primals. I mean, of course, they're summoning them again, but I've shown I can defeat all of them. Sergeant? Knowing the urgency of your business, I thought it best to refrain from making conversation during your past few visits. But today I will permit myself a few words. I feel truly privileged to have had the honour of admitting a hero such as you. You're an inspiration to us all, sir. And on that note, the Admiral will wait you in the command room. Thank you, Sergeant. Admiral?
We Lominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have, had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally. On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks.
As always, Mom, I'm just doing my best.
'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
Is there something I'm missing?
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat, not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlian, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Minfilia, please!
You okay there, Mr. Thancred?
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Moderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
You wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'shtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course, then. But know that it will lead to no good end.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
Never sure quite what to do when there's cutscenes that Sorin technically isn't... Well, not even technically, Sorin isn't in prison for. The Admiral has informed me of the arrangement. I have in my keeping a letter of introduction for Lady Yugiri. To the south stands a gate leading to a pier for small fishing vessels. Look for an inconspicuous Huron man there, and present the letter to him. He serves as a gatekeeper of sorts. Now, before you go, I am obliged to remind you that the members of the fraternity to which you will be introduced abide in the shadows of Lominsan society. They value their independence more highly than pirates, and are united by a bond stronger than mithril. To it, they are invariably wary of new faces. They ought to be penned by the Admiral herself. Mere words on parchment will get you only so far into their confidence. You must work for every ounce of trust they place in you. But here's the letter. Go to the aforementioned place and show it to the aforementioned man. Oh, and good luck. Thank you, Sergeant. I'll be on my way then. I'm not so sure I have much interest in joining this fraternity myself. This is probably the quickest way to go. But if I can help Lady Gary and the rest, I see no harm in helping out. Hello, sir. Good business with me, venture? I have a letter of introduction here from Admiral Whorl. I believe it's for you. So you're the man the Admiral sent word of. I was hoping I might catch a glimpse of Frankfurt too. It's been a while since I saw his shite-eating grin. But for all the doe-eyed wenches about, I expect he's got his hands full. Lady Gary? Ah, and you must be the Far Easterner who, what Merlweb says, wants to train with us. Welcome to Limsa, my lady. I am Ugiri of Doma. 'Tis an honour to make your acquaintance. I must confess, when first I learned of your organisation, I had certain preconceptions as to the nature of your membership. It would seem I was mistaken. You're not the first person to say that, lass. Lims is a city of pirates, to be sure. And pirates don't give two farts about keeping a spotless reputation. They hardly need a secret society to do their dirty work. Might be as my people and I keep to the shadows, but we've got nothing to be ashamed of. It's simply better for business that we remain unseen. And so you have developed fighting techniques suited to this purpose. I see. Note that the practitioners of my art too are denizens of shadow. It is in stealth that our strength lies. There's much we might learn from one another, I think. And what in the seven hills are we waiting for? If you'd come with us, you Gary would do what's it? Or we can get acquainted in more private surrounds. That didn't come out right, did it? Master Sorin, I shall remain with these people for a time, that I might study their ways. Though I am loath to be separated from my countrymen, I take solace in the knowledge that they are in the best of hands. You have been a true friend to us Domans. No words would suffice to express my gratitude. Ere long, I hope to begin imparting my martial knowledge to the people of Eorzea. When that time comes, it would be my honour to welcome you as a student. I'll consider it, ma'am. I'm still not too sure, even for Lady Gary about. I feel comfortable in my role as a healer. Much and more has occurred since first I beheld Eorzea from the galleon's deck. Suffice it to say, I did not envisage being invited to play a part in your noble struggle. But forgive me, I've kept you over long. Doubtless you have pressing business of your own. Rest assured that I no longer require an escort in this land. When next you meet Lady Minfilia, pray relay to her my humblest thanks. Would that I could do so in person, but I must needs fulfill my promise to the Admiral. Till we meet again, Warrior of Light. You too, Lady Ugiri. Look after yourself here. It's, I've spent my fair share of time in Limsa, and yeah. As pretty as it looks on the surface, there's a lot of stuff going on around here. Anyway, off to the Rising Stones. One's back home.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul, but never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elidibus spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed. There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder. Could the legend in fact refer to the Echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight.
All I'm getting from this is...
With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long.
maybe primals can eat Ascians?
Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
What of them?
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be. 'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
An entire island? Just... like, unless the Students of Baldessian was a really small organization, that's... it can't have been a small
If there
island.
are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
It is done, my lord. I... forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
What's going on that Sorin can't comment on? That is the final quest of the Fruit and Maelstrom patches finished. We'll queue in for Whorl of Embers, because that's the next one we'll be doing. The entire island disappearing, that's concerning. Ultima seemed as powerful, definitely. Destroyed the entire Praetorium, but I can't see it. An entire island? Where's everyone else holding up? So the Domans wanted to learn how to fight, and it's fallen to me to oversee their training. First, I need to find suitable equipment for everyone. Miss Ida? Don't mind Palamo. He's making a fuss over nothing as usual. Yozan's sense of balance is amazing for a boy his age. I wonder how he got so good. Mr. Palamo? What in the seven hells are you doing up there? Get down here before you fall and break your neck. You doing okay up there, Yozan? You think this is impressive? In Doma we train to run into treetops. I think we'll be okay, Mr. Palmo. Ida does... When it comes to matters like this, I think Ida knows what she's talking about. If she trusts Yozan, I think I do as well. Mr. Fankert? Some 15 years ago, a mission took me to Ulda. It was then that I first chanced to gaze upon your beauty. I was utterly transfixed. I dared not blink lest I deprived myself of even a split second of your radiance. Miss Flamin, is everyone okay here? You do flatter me, dear, and I do believe you have a bit too much drink. Something tells me Frankert's probably not going to want to remember this conversation. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Rising Stones. With your cooperation, we hope to grow rich and transform this place into the piling gold. Oh, Sorin, forgive me, but I must see to the Doman's needs. You're sure you're not looking to the needs of the Scion's finances, Miss Tartary? How are you doing, Mr. Hozan? The Rising Stones. What a peculiar name for sanctuary. You okay there, Kahar? What if you wanted to solve a problem that's already happened? Like the Garleans destroying Doma. Miss Yashtala, what are you discussing? History is our friend, young one. The answers to the problems of the present are oft to be found within the past. We need but seek them out. Mr. Coultenay? An adventurer bends not to authority, but lives and acts according to his own beliefs. He is the master of his own destiny. I have been tasked with helping out in the kitchen. Once I have grown accustomed to my duties, I hope to treat our hosts to traditional Doman cuisine. In my native land, there exist individuals not unlike these adventurers, yet without a master to serve, how does one know the path that one must walk? Ah, so that's what Mr. Coultenay was talking about. I'll leave you to it. And I'm stuck, a little unsure where I should go. I've been a little tempted before to look at, just for glamour purposes, getting Sorin the dyeable version of the Scholar's gear. I believe it's the Disciple of Magic. Yeah, 2 augmented scholars, but you need Scholar's attire augmentation, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I need 7 of that, but last I remember checking the marketplace, there's not a lot of availability for those, which would mean crafting it myself. Which I believe is... It's like a... I think it's a level 50 alchemist craft. And that's a bit of a... I can't think of too much of a reason for Sorin to try alchemy. I do intend at some point to do... for him to do some crafting role. It will most likely be... I believe goldsmithing or carpentry. Like woodworking were the 2 he was looking at. Because he got... Oh, there was a certain quest he was doing that got him looking at... Oh yeah, it was when he was doing the quest for scholars. The scholar outfit, wasn't it? Yeah, so look. Oh, someone needs to sell. We're a bit too much for Sorin to afford, unfortunately. What else to do in the meantime? Oh, nothing, I guess. So there goes the queue. Into the bowl of embers. Need one more DPS. There we go. It's been a while since I've been here. Ifrit. Let's go, Eos. My friend there. Just around. It's certainly tougher than last time. The nails. More of them. We go. There's one left. There's a lot of people hurt. We did it. Ifrit shouldn't be bothering the people of Fanland for a little while longer anyway. Let's go to my fellow healer. I think at this stage I just have to return to the Waking Sands. Should let the Scions know that the threat's been dealt with. I can't remember if it's Waking Sands or if you're supposed to return to Ulta to talk to Commander Swift. Oh, info group. That looks like. Mr. Palamo? Ah, Sorin, I hear of triumph over Ifrit. Of course, this is no less a feat than I would expect of a warrior of light, but well done all the same. Now, I full had a mind to crack open a bottle of 1547 Bacchus. The celebration must keep. Garuda, I'm afraid to say, has also returned. As you well know, Garuda's appetite for destruction far exceeds that of our primals. And not to dishearten you, but in her latest incarnation, that appetite has become nigh insatiable. In the short time since her return, she has already wreaked tremendous havoc. You must send her back into the Aether before she can do any more damage. In the meantime, Ede and I will assist the Order of the Twin Adder in their recovery effort. When you previously faced Garuda, it was the Enterprise that bore you through the storm that shielded her domain. Well, that storm is as a spring breeze beside what she has raised this time. No airship could hope to penetrate it. And so I must count ourselves fortunate that the Order of the Twin Adder chanced to discover a beastman Aephorite leading to the Howling Eye. Before you do aught else, I suggest you pay a visit to the Adder's Nest and have words with Commander Hilua. He'll be able to tell you about the said Aephorite, among other things. Make no mistake, the Lady of the Vortex will prove a formidable opponent. I believe you can weather the storm. May the 12 keep you safe. Okay then. Garuda was the strongest of the three primals I fought first. She's become even stronger. Even after that, I defeated the ultimate weapon. King Mog. Leviathan. And now Ifrit. Even if Garuda's powered up, I've got a chance, right? Commander Hilua? Ah, Sorin of the Scions, we are grateful for your aid. As you all already know, the accursed Ixal have summoned Garuda once more. Since her return, she has wasted no time unleashing her fury upon the region. Extensive damage has been reported in both Trollswood and Curfus. She must be stopped, and soon, lest more lives be lost. In the name of the Elder Seedseer, I humbly request you put an end to her reign of terror. As in the past, Garuda keeps her court within the Howling Eye, which is perpetually protected by a raging tempest. Fortunately, we have learned of an alternate way into her domain. The Ixal have constructed an Aephorite within Natalan, their stronghold in the central highlands of Curfus. This Aephorite will take you to Garuda's tempestuous realm. We owe this discovery to the Ishgardians, whom the Elder Seedseer says desired to repay the kindness you showed them. For the sake of our people as well as theirs, may our mission be met with success. The Ishgardian? All the people at Camp Dragonhead, I imagine. It's been so long since I've really visited that that's not the way I should give my thanks to Lord Harshfont. His voice line hasn't changed at all. No comments about your later deeds. It's an add-on. Keep an eye out for another Aephorite. Ah, it looks like it. There's not many things glowing blue and purple in the middle of the Ixal stronghold. Just attune to it. And put a call out for the Adventurers Guild, I guess. So while I'm here, I can help out too. Dealing with the leader of these raids. It's not a problem, though. Hopefully Gant gives the 12s with a bit of a break from accelerating. Guess there's always more work to do. One down, free to go. Move forward. Nope. It's 4 wins down. Guess there's not too much more to do than wait for a report back from the Adventurers Guild. You know what? Time like the present for doing things that I'll probably only be doing in little bits and pieces anyway. And I'll be doing most of the leveling for Disciple of Hand jobs off screen. I've visited a few times, but rather than just waiting around. Maybe it's about time I came here as an actual... See if I could start into this kind of work. Good day to you, adventurer, and welcome to the Goldsmiths Guild. Have you come to observe our artisans at work? Indeed, it is a marvel to watch goldsmiths transform raw metals and uncut gemstones into sparkling rings, earrings, and necklaces, some of which possess magical properties no less. You know, if you'd like to try your hand at goldsmithing, the guild is open to adventurers like yourself. No prior experience is required, for we teach all you need to know about the craft. Would you be interested? I believe I would be interested, ma'am. Pleases me greatly to hear you say so. As the first step, I would have you understand the purpose of our guild. The vast mineral resources of Fanland have given rise to a grand goldsmithing tradition, which has been refined through the ages. Our techniques are renowned across the realm, our creations held in the highest regard. However, we of Eshtaim's lapidaries, the premier source for Uldong jewellery, were not content to rest on our laurels. Seeking to advance our craft, we turned our eyes to the east, the only place in the world whose goldsmithing was set to rival our own. We built the finest facilities to beckon their masters hither, and blended their foreign techniques with ours. Our guild quickly became the centre of Eorzean goldsmithing. Aye, here you shall benefit from the refined wisdom of countless veteran craftsmen. You will learn to see the potential in your materials, and shape them to your will. These are essential skills, for a goldsmith must hone his eyes to identify and appraise all manner of materials, and, when needs be, recognise imitations for what they are. It is even said that a master goldsmith can ascertain the authenticity of a man himself. You may one day come to possess such vision, but even the most magnificent jewel begins life as a rough-hewn stone. It must first be cut and polished before it can delight the eyes with its brilliance. If you would become a goldsmith, you must needs refine yourself as you would a gemstone. It will take much time and effort, and there is no guarantee of success. Should you be certain that this is the life you seek, speak to me once more. Something I am always cautious of checking now is, do I have anything that can be worn by... Ah, yes I do. I have clothes that I can wear as a goldsmith. Before you can embark upon your journey to become a goldsmith, you must first seek an audience with our guildmaster. Are you ready to do so? Yes, ma'am. You shall find Mr. Serendipity on the workshop floor, just down the steps. Show your burning desire to learn, and you are certain to receive her permission to join. Hello, Miss Serendipity? Stop right there, you little troublemaker. People are working here. Oh, pardon me, I had you mistaken for a mallet. For a moment there, Let's start over, shall we? What brings you here today, adventurer? Do you perchance have aspirations to become a goldsmith? Yes, I do, ma'am. Really? That's great. Welcome, welcome. I'm Serendipity, but you can call me Sarah. Or is that too informal? Sorry, I'm still unaccustomed to this whole guildmaster business. Ah, right. What did you say your name was again? Apollo? No, Sorin, ma'am. Sorin Sherwood. Oh, right, Sorin Sherwood. Well then, Sorin Sherwood. Work hard and one day your creations may line the shelves at Eshtaim's aesthetics. Trust in yourself and you can achieve anything. That was sufficiently inspiring, I trust. Good. Next order of business. Here is your new chaser hammer. Well, I say new, but it's actually a bit weathered. But never you mind that. Just show me that you know how to hold it so we can get started. Oh yeah. Sorin's first alternative class option. Did that get put directly into my... Oh, it was directly into my... So, if I put that in there. Quickly throw on those, that works. I think any of this is actually crafting here, but it all... At least Sorin has clothes to wear. Number of times I've started a new class and kind of forgot to have appropriate level 1 gear. I can remove all that. Great, let's get started. Though to be honest, I swear you've done this before by the way you wear that hammer on your hip. Mind you, even if you do have some experience, a responsible guildmaster must ensure that our charges have a firm grasp of the fundamentals. Therefore, I command you to craft me a copper ingot. It's simple, really. All you need is copper ore and a wind shard. Our guild supplier, Eikons, can supply you with copper ore, and I gave you a few wind shards along with your hammer. At least, I think I did. If it turns out you don't have any, you'll need to get some yourself. Isn't this exciting, Sorin? Your first real challenge as a member of the Goldsmith's Guild. I'll show me the ingot when you're done. And good luck. There's something a little more relaxing about this than... Oh. There's the call from the Adventurers Guild. I didn't... Okay, I will need to make sure I do that and actually assign gear classes. Okay. I guess no. I guess actually starting into doing any more normal work is gonna have to wait. No ultimate weapon for... That's a point. I didn't actually defeat Garuda last time. It was... Gaius who brought it, defeated over the ultimate weapon. Now she's even stronger. Destroy the pillars. That's waste. Should use my... Of course I crit heal with the barrier when I'm healing the DPS. It's another primal down. Okay. Well, she actually did defeat her this time. Like mage can out. I will be right back. I just need to report into the Waking Sands. And the way things are going, I wouldn't be surprised if the kobolds have summoned Titan. At this point. Miss Yashtal? Do you happen to have any news for me? So both Ifrit and Garuda are now vanquished by your hands. Truly, you have earned yourself a rest. Would that you had the luxury of time to enjoy it. Pains me to say that Titan has also returned, and with a vengeance. As was the case with his primal brethren, he has grown stronger than he was before. When I went about my investigation, all indications suggested that the kobolds were nowhere near ready to resume their summoning rites. But it turns out they were deceiving us. I should have known better. The kobold's subterranean domain runs deep, and they can easily hoard crystals with our being none the wiser, and a vast hoard it must have been. Until now, Garuda was the most powerful among the 3 recently active primals, but according to our latest readings, Titan has usurped that honour. A primal's might is determined by 2 factors: the amount of crystals it is gorged upon, and the fervour of its believers. I would like nothing more than to measure precisely how strong the Lord of Crags has become, but I fear the time for such prudence has run out. We have already received an official request for assistance from the Maelstrom, and as you might expect, it is addressed to you. For your previous encounters with Titan, you had travelled his Demosne by way of the Aephorite, first discovered by the Company of Heroes. Sad to say, this Aephorite no longer seems to respond. But do not despair. The Maelstrom has reportedly found another in its place. You will want to speak with Commander Riki at Maelstrom Command for the details. I cannot stress this enough, but Titan has grown fearsome strong. See to it you spare no preparation. Thanks for your advice, Miss Yashtal. Titan's the most powerful primal now? That's, not exactly filling me with confidence, but... well... I was able to defeat Ifrit and Garuda. I'd like to think I have a chance. Commander Riki? Ah, Private Sherwood, your presence is most welcome. I'm chagrined that we must turn to you again to lay Titan low. No doubt it is yesterday's news to you, but the Lord of Crags has returned, more ferocious and formidable than he was before. I cannot fathom how the kobolds are able to attain such vast stores of crystal in so short a time. We will learn the answer in the coming moons, I suspect, but first things first. We need you to vanquish Titan before he and the kobolds have a chance to wreak havoc on Limsa Lominsa. You have felt the primal before, and we believe that you can emerge victorious once more. We've learned of a new Aephorite that will take you to the navel. It's situated deep within the Ugamoro mines. Not the most convenient of locations, admittedly, so you'll have to cut yourself a path. Please, make all haste. Titan's mere presence emboldens the kobolds. It is only a matter of time before they move in force against us. May the Navigator guide you on your way, Private. I'm on my way, Commander. It's, Camp Overlook. It's the closest. Aephorite to Ugamoro. So let's head out. Into the mines. See any sign of an Aephorite? It's the Aephorite at least. That's the culprit out to the Adventurers Guild. Yes. In the meanwhile, I can return to Ul'dah. It's 115 those I took my rings. It's 100, so I probably want a new helmet if I can afford it, because I think I've got some more. Yeah, 400 tomes. Yeah, I can get the augmented optics. There we go. So I believe that is the full set of augmented ironworks armor. Just need the rings. While I remember, it's probably worthwhile to go and look at getting my gear repaired. Hello there. Repair all. Thank you. Yes. Chaser hammer. And this time, add a new one, Goldsmith. You know what? Oh, it looks like. Do I have any spellers? Don't buy to the shops, can you? You can wear that. Do I have any trousers that kind of look like they go with it? Not particularly. My glove. Other boots. I'm not wearing the helmet anyway. Right, so. Miss Serendipity wanted a copper ingot. Apparently, according to the crafting log, I need 3 chunks of copper. Or excuse me, sir. 3 chunks of copper ore, please. And then just like this, right? A little more. That looks like it. Miss Serendipity? Oh, did you forget what materials you need? I see over there can sell you copper ore, but I'm afraid he doesn't stock wind shards. I don't think too hard, son. Just give it a try and see what happens. I gave it a try, ma'am. How does this look? No, I think this is quite... utter garbage! The worst! Not even fit for making a chamber pot! Quiet, Gigi. I'm the guildmaster. I get to decide what's fit for a chamber pot. Please excuse me. He gets a bit overzealous at times. Gigi is my assistant, but he has a habit of butting in with his opinions. Most mammoths are rather simple, capable of no more than rudimentary speech, and they can be relied upon for menial tasks, but little else. Gigi, on the other hand, is quite intelligent, and quite stubborn, I might add. I suspect that's due to his age. He's been with the guild for an eternity, ever attending each guild master. But recently, he's been coming and going as he pleases. Kneel before Gigi, the one true guildmaster. Respect my authority, ignorant mortal, or suffer my wrath. It's like this every day, Sorin. I'm afraid the experience he's accumulated over a century of assisting guildmasters has made him arrogant. Okay, I might have to skip the cutscene, fortunately. Because this little bit is more important. Into the navel once more. It's just as intimidating as last time, at least. Let's go, Eos. Yes, my healer friend is a white mage. No more conflicting barriers. Where'd that? I think that was the first boulder to drop. Well, it's starting to run out of room on this platform. Which one came out first? Middle ones. Oh. Oh, I didn't want to fight the bullet. I want to fight the tank itself. Ooh. That's all of them. Titan, Ifrit, Garuda. Well, so that means I should return to the Waking Sands and report this. Unless Good King Mog has returned as well. I'd rather not think too much about that scenario. Not entirely keen on the idea of seeing him even more powerful. Seems that all the work there is finished. Oh. Hold on, I think that will be the end of the stream for today. That was a lot of primal fighting. Leviathan, Titan, Garuda, and Ifrit, all in the same stream. But that has got us all ready to... which means we won't have to kind of any interruptions for doing other MSQ content, because I know the hard. I think it's not into. It's. I don't think it's until the like very final patch quests that you need to have completed the hard trials by. But I know they are necessary. But it just means I won't. Making sure they're out of the way now means they're done. But yep. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. I hope you enjoyed somewhat. I'll be hopefully on to Below Zero tomorrow, and then back with Sorin for the next patch quest. Not patch quest, not single quest. I will be doing more than I think my brain is not working. Defenders of Eorzea, that's it. Next patch, 2.3, I believe. I think maybe it will be done in one stream. Maybe it might take two. Not quite sure. But anyway, I'll be back with Defenders of Eorzea on Monday. Until then, thanks again.